Do you want to join the runners that have achieved a sub 20-minute 5K? If you do, then this is the video for you. I'm going to break down as simply as possible how you can achieve a sub 20-minute 5K and smash that barrier. Of course, most of you watching this would have done some running in the past, but I'm going to go all the way from scratch. So those of you who haven't ran at all, this is exactly what you need to do in a 3-step blueprint.
Real, wow. You're nearly there, you're nearly there. Go, Freddie, go on. He's done it.
First, before we do so, let's go into the maths behind a sub 25K. What does this mean in terms of pacing? So me personally, I work in kilometers, so you need a sub 4-minute kilometer every single K. Of course, you don't want to be on the dot and cut it too fine. Particularly races, you end up running just over, or your GPS could be slightly off. So you want to try and aim for 57, 58 for each split. For the mile conversion, this translates to a 626 mile, and of course is a distance of 3.1 miles, which is why we're going to focus on the kilometer mark. Now this of course means that your body must get used to and adapt running 4-minute K. So if you're starting from scratch, even if this is for 100 or 200 meter reps, you are starting somewhere. You cannot expect to run a sub 20-minute 5K if you've never even held this pace before in your life. So before we get into the 3-step blueprint, first, these are the sessions that you need to include in your training. Number 1 is interval training at or faster than your target race pace. So for the sub 20-minute 5K, that means going even faster than 4-minute Ks. So doing reps of 400 meters, 800 meters at 340 to 350 minutes per kilometer. The second session you need to incorporate are tempo runs, and these are done slightly slower than your target race pace. The goal of this is to improve your lactate threshold. What do I mean by this? This is how efficient your body clears lactate faster than it accumulates. The point of lactate threshold is the exact pace that your body builds up lactate just as fast as it's removed. So it's that point where it's super uncomfortable, but just about sustainable. You want to go slightly slower than this. So those will be your 2 quality sessions throughout the week, an interval session and a tempo run. And then you're going to do 2 more sessions. So totaling 4 runs across the week. The other 2 sessions, one is a zone 2 recovery run. A lot of people put a lot of emphasis on this, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't have the other 3. This will be anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes, typically at the start of the week. And your final run of the training program is your long run. So typically done on the weekend and must be minimum 1 hour. Despite you only running for 20 minutes in the actual race, you still need your body to get used to running for longer. This is going to build your overall endurance. So now that we have your rough training program, let's get on to the 3-step blueprint to guarantee success. Step 1 of the 3-step blueprint is 4 to 6 weeks of base building. So yes, you're going to stick to your structure of 4 runs a week, and you'll build up to 2 intense sessions per week. However, at the start, you're going to stick to mostly easy runs. So the first 3 runs would be easy zone 2 runs. The final run will be a long run. But to add in the intensity and drip feed it into your training program, you're going to incorporate what's called stride. What are these, you may ask? These are just a relaxed, fast sprint for 10 to 20 seconds at the end of your easy run. The reason for this is to practice your own personal biomechanics for running fast. A lot of people don't realize this, but your brain massively dictates how quickly you can move your legs. You need to practice that neuro pathway and personal biomechanics for actually running at that given pace without fatiguing the body. So this is max 20 seconds at the end of the run. Phase 2 of the blueprint is the speed development. So this is between 6 and 8 weeks. During the speed development program, this is where we add the interval and tempo session. An example of an interval session would be 6 to 8 reps of 400 meters at your target 5K pace. Between each rep, you just have 60 seconds recovery. Your 1 tempo run a week is going to include a 15-minute warm-up, 20 to 25 minutes slightly slower than race pace, i.e. roughly around your lactate threshold pace, combined with a 15-minute cooldown. Then to make up your last 2 runs of the week, it's going to be 1 recovery and a long run, roughly about an hour to 90 minutes. The last 4 weeks of the program is the race specific work. This is where we're going to fine tune the body, get your body very efficient at your target race pace, and include race simulation workouts. What do I mean by this? This mimics the HR profile and rough effort of the actual 5K distance. So instead of 400 meter reps for your intervals, you're gonna do slightly longer reps, things like 4x1 mile or 5 sets of 1 kilometer. And again, these are off 60 to 90 seconds rest in between. But make sure to not go out too quickly and to keep a consistent effort between each rep. That concludes the 3-step blueprint to achieve your sub 20-minute 5K. The main takeaway is to allow yourself enough time. Just simply going out and doing hard 5Ks every week will not cut it. Drop a comment below with your current 5K time so it can keep you accountable, and make sure to click subscribe for more videos like this.